The first thing Emma Reyes heard was static, loud, broken, frantic. The kind of static that didn't belong to an empty frequency, but to a dying one. And beneath it, buried like a heartbeat under rubble, was a voice. Weak, strained, fighting to be heard. Anyone? This is Team 7, we, copy. Emma froze. For the last 12 hours, the entire operations floor had been spinning with panic. SEAL Team 7, one of the military's most elite units, had vanished behind enemy lines during a covert extraction mission deep in the Al-Sharif region. Drones had lost visual, comms had gone silent, intel had gone dark, everyone believed they were gone. But Emma, 26 years old, introverted, a junior signals intelligence analyst who most people didn't notice unless their systems broke, had just heard what no one else could, a faint, fractured transmission firing into the abyss. And she heard it because she never gave up monitoring. She leaned closer to her headset. Say again, SEAL Team 7, is that you? The static roared back. She clenched her jaw, her pulse hammered. Come on, come on. She adjusted frequency dials by millimeters, isolating the ghost of a signal that shouldn't exist. Then, Reyes, that you? Her breath caught. It was Captain Mason Hale, leader of SEAL Team 7, a man known for being calm under pressure, unshakable in the field, and right now, sounding like he had been through hell. Captain Hale, I read you, Emma whispered, her voice trembling with equal parts relief and fear. We thought you were gone. Not yet, he rasped. But we're pinned, 2 wounded, 90 minutes, till sunrise. They'll sweep the valley at dawn. If we don't move before then. The static swallowed him. Emma's chair screeched as she stood. Hold on, I'm going to get you out. Across the room, the senior controllers looked up, annoyed, confused. She wasn't supposed to take command. She wasn't even a supervisor. But she had the signal. And she wasn't letting go. Emma rewound the broken transmission, running it through every filter she had taught herself after working late nights nobody asked her to stay for. Her mind raced. Terrain maps, known enemy patrol routes, weather patterns, ground interference. She could almost feel the map taking shape in her mind. When Mason's voice broke through again, she hit transmit. Captain, I need your last known reference point. Anything recognizable. Ridge, 2 clicks south, burned out convoy, and a ragged breath. We lost our medic. Alvarez is bleeding out. Emma swallowed hard. That wasn't intel. That was a plea. Copy. Captain, listen to me, she said, steadying her voice. I'm triangulating your position through the banding pattern in your signal. You're near a magnetic divide, likely the Eastern Valley. I'm sending coordinates now. Reyes, you're a damn miracle. She didn't answer. She was too focused, typing commands with lightning speed, forcing a connection through a frequency that theoretically shouldn't have even existed. When she finally got a clear position, she grabbed the nearest officer. I have them, she declared. And they're alive. At first, no one believed her, until she played the weak transmission on the speakers. Silence fell over the entire operations room. Then everything exploded into motion. But their problems were just beginning. The SEAL's position was surrounded by enemy fighters, with the nearest extraction team hours away. And sunrise, when the enemy launched its routine clearing sweeps, was now only 70 minutes off. Emma reeled through scenarios. Helicopter, too far. Ground forces, too slow. Drones, weather interference made them blind. There had to be another way. Then she spotted something, a gap between enemy patrol cycles, mere minutes long. A window, almost impossibly narrow. If the team moved now, crawling through the ravine she had mapped through signal distortion, they could reach a dry riverbed that led to a cliffside where a fast rope extraction could take place. Dangerous, tight, near suicidal, but possible. She transmitted the plan. The response came back heavy with exhaustion and trust. Reyes, lead us. For 40 minutes, Emma talked them through enemy territory, her voice their only guide, every word dragging them forward through pain and darkness. She could hear them straining, panting, whispering to keep wounded teammates awake. She could hear Mason wincing when he carried Alvarez on his back. She could hear gunfire in the distance closing in. And she could hear her own heartbeat pounding louder than the static. When Mason whispered, "We're at the drop point," Emma finally exhaled. Her hands shook as she signaled the chopper crew on standby. Moments later, the thunder of rotors filled the comms. SEAL Team 7, visual acquired, the pilot confirmed. Hold your flare. A flare. Emma froze. They didn't have one. They lost their gear in the ambush. Emma, Mason's voice cracked. They won't see us. Her mind raced, almost collapsing under adrenaline, until she realized something. She switched frequencies. Pilot, listen. Mason is carrying a metal canteen. Laser rangefinder on your hull will catch the reflection if he raises it at a 42-degree angle. I'll guide it. The pilot hesitated, but trusted her. She gave exact angles. Mason lifted the canteen, weak, trembling. Nothing reflected. Emma clenched her teeth. Higher. Tilt 2 degrees left, now 7 degrees back. Silence. Then, visual confirmed. We see the reflection. Emma sagged into her chair, barely breathing. The chopper dropped ropes. The SEALs climbed with what little strength they had left, wounded men pushed upward by teammates refusing to leave them behind. Mason was the last, his voice breaking as he radioed. Reyes, you brought us home. She covered her mouth as tears stung her eyes. Just doing my job, sir. You saved our lives. Hours later, when the chopper landed on base, Emma watched from the hangar entrance as medics rushed forward. Mason was limping, bruised, exhausted. But when he spotted her, he stopped. He approached slowly. You don't look like what I imagined, he said with a tired smile. Emma blinked. Is that good or bad? It's humbling, he said. I've led men in war zones for years, but tonight, I realize the strongest voice can come from the quietest room. She felt heat rush to her cheeks. Mason nodded as if sealing a promise. You ever want a field commendation, you earned it. But Emma shook her head, smiling softly. I just want to keep listening. And she did, because sometimes, the heroes who save lives aren't the ones carrying rifles or wearing night vision goggles. Sometimes, they're the ones who refuse to stop searching through static. Even when the whole world has given up,